morning, YouTubers. We've got an urgent job on, which is in Swaddling Coat. We've got an Audi A5, front wheels come off and it's blocking the road. I have told him to ring the police. He said he's already done it. GDB is on their way using a toll road. It's going to take us about 59 minutes to get there, so I'm going to go out there as quick as I can in the Nissan Navara. This little baby warmed up. Do our checks in a minute. Yeah. Check we've got our rear lights working. Yes. Got our air suspension on. Good morning everyone on my YouTube. Thank you very much for all the likes and subscribes. You lot are absolutely smashing it on this YouTube channel. It is going nuts, it's going bonkers. So, not feeling the brightest today. It was a bit of a mad night on the phones and a bit of a mad one this morning. So I had a tyre job come in last night for a HGV down on the M40 near, well, obviously at Warwickshire Services southbound. Obviously it was a trailer, a car trailer as such, on a HGV. What's the word I'm after? A car transporter trailer, and it was the rear inner tyre that was faulty. So when I say inner, basically it's a twin axle, so there's two wheels on that left hand side. Now normally it's advised to get them done in pairs so it matches, and two, you've got to remember, if you've got loads of good tread on one tyre, not so much good tread on the other, that brand new tyre that you just paid hundreds of pounds for is going to wear out very quick, as opposed to having a pair so it wears evenly. So he said no, had a new tyre 3 weeks ago. I was like, okay, that's sound then, no problem. 3 weeks, you know, you're not going to put that many miles on, it'll be sound. So subbed out the job, as you do, or as I do, to a HGV tyre firm, which was Lodge, again, saving the day or night, or rain or shine. So that was about 12 o'clock in the morning, no, tell lie, about half 11, and they got to it for about 1 o'clock. And basically got there, blah 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 blah, checked the other tyre and it had a big bulge in it, like a massive like egg-shaped bulge. He says that aren't safe to drive on and so forth. So I tried to get through to their office again, the one that booked the job on with me. I had no joy, so I couldn't collect, there's a big police convoy there, so I couldn't collect payment for an additional tyre. So I rang the driver, obviously I had his number anyway. He says, I told his manager office, whatever, it needed 2 tyres anyway. But that message was definitely not passed to me, because I tried selling that second tyre last night and the guy weren't having it. So what ends up happening, guys, they don't have to pay another call out fee and another tyre to basically re-attend the job. So where it could have gone from a nice, okay, 2 tyres are expensive, you saw my video last night, £1,000, but you know, it could have saved him another call-out fee. But hey, what's the famous saying, guys? It's what it is. So that's that story up and sorted anyway. Then I had another call-out pretty early hours, about 5 o'clock this morning, a guy for a tyre. Quoted him, said I'd be there in a certain time, within an hour, you've priority, you're on the motorway, blah, blah. Obviously went chopping around, ran back at 6, then ran back at 7, ran back at 7 to book on, but in this industry, you get what you call chargebacks off the not so nice customers, where they do an illegal chargeback with their debit or credit card provider. Well, if I ever get a little bit sketchy in my brain, it's payment via bank transfer only. He says, yeah, that's fine. Sent him all the details, all the confirmation. Did he make payment? Nah. So I'm glad that I did not put the job on, because that is a job that may have bit me on my backside. But anyway, moving forward, so we are going out to an Audi A5 in Swaddling Coat. Some of you think, Swaddling Coat, that's miles away from Stafford. Well, here's another thing, just because when you see all these other breakdown firms locally, like your AAs, RSCs, it doesn't mean that driver's come from Stafford to Stafford. They could be coming from miles away. So I put on there, you'd be down as priority service around the hour, give or take, which you'd never think any different of where you were. But hey, I'm going to use the M6 toll, and it says that I am 54 minutes away. So that's quite quick to go from Stafford to Swaddling Coat, which is like over 30 mile away. So quite happy at that. Going out in the Nissan Navara repo spec, Apparently he had his wheel changed 4 weeks ago, and basically the wheels came off. He's blocking the road. I told him to ring the police. He's already rang the police, so hopefully they'll be in attendance, because he said it is literally in the middle of the road. So going out there now as quick as I can, and yeah, I'll try and record a bit of footage for you. Now, obviously when the wheel's hanging off, I don't particularly want to be straightening the wheel back in at the roadside, because as you know, traffic flow is very important. However, if it's a quiet road, I might try and put the wheel just briefly back in so I can get my repost back in, lift it up and get it shifted. But I'll judge it when I'm there. Obviously, I have not seen any photos. I know roughly what I'm dealing with, but I've not got the exact detail of photos and all that, because I didn't have time for it. So going out in the best vehicle possible. He has told me it's a 2-wheel drive vehicle, so it's front wheel drive, which is great. Not a 4-wheel drive quattro. Hopefully that's still telling the truth when I get there. Otherwise we're using the 10-minute towing dollies. And he's also said that the handbrake can still be released and the back wheels are absolutely okay. So that is absolutely good as gold for me. But when we get there, the story could be totally different. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Next part of the clip, there'll be a couple of zoom with a bit of traffic, a bit of road and all that, and then we'll be on scene. And hopefully you will learn a little trick or tip or two. But yeah, massive thanks for all the subscribers, like 5,400 or something this morning. It's growing like nobody's business. This is definitely the fastest growing UK recovery channel right now. Tell me otherwise, show me another channel, because I love watching recovery videos and I don't like watching myself back on the TV all the time. So if somebody else can make a bit of content for me to watch them of yours, that'd be grand. And I have read a lot of your comments, and some of you have said, oh, look at my channel, check this out. I'm watching your channels and I'm subscribed, so trust me, I'm keeping my eyes and ears out for fresh content that I can watch on my YouTube as well. Anyway, a little morning run over. We'll be arriving on scene in 42 minutes, about 10 past 10. ETA on the job is 10:15. See you later. Thanks for watching. GDB over and out. The 4-strapper, yes. RNW Recovery Northwest. How are you doing? How are you doing? He's on his mobile phone in front, swerving left to right. Look at that, look at that! Don't you indicate out, you wait there, darling. You are swerving all over the show, boy. Get off your phone, brother. Slowing down up ahead, going into roadworks. Yeah, he's just clocked on, he's starting to brake, Just on the A38 northbound, 11 miles to go, 22 minutes, arrival time is still 10:08. So, just had a call off the customer asking for an update. Well, we are currently on 0950 hours. The ETA on his job is 10:15. Arrival time is at the minute 8 minutes past 10. I did ask if there's any more updates at his end, and yes, police are on scene and want it moved ASAP. So need not worry, we are nearly there. Just going through some of the back roads, back lanes. Walton Lane, some of you may know it in the Burton and Swanton Coat area. And yeah, so it's going to be a pretty quick lift and shift to my knowledge. I don't think I'm going to mess about with the wheel as such there and then, unless it's literally hanging on by one bolt or half a bolt unthreaded, then yes, I will have to sort it. But primarily it's just going to be literally get underneath it, lift it up, get it off that road, and then we'll deal with the nuts, bolts and all the rest of it after. If you do like what you see on the channel, please make sure to like and subscribe. And your lorry needs to put the handbrake on. Whoa, he's reversing back. What are you doing, brother? What are you doing? Oh, I know why. Oh, you arsehole. You naughty man. Oh, let me turn this round. Look at that. We're going into a weight restriction area, which is 3 ton. I need to get round him. Right there, one sec, mate. Yeah, never going to fit through there. Even I saw those signs a mile off. Christ. No way you're fitting through there, brother. GDB will only just make it through. Yeah. Easy. How much we scrape it coming out? Karma. But come on, Mr. HGV driver. Saw that sign a mile off. And now he's got the fun part of reversing all the way back down. Is what it is, guys. Is what it is. You put yourself in that scenario, not me. Dead busy in there. Well, when I have my customers at Book On with me, they get an instant receipt and a confirmation of their booking via text message. That way, in certain scenarios like this, that if you went out to a job and it was not paid for and the customer had no acknowledgement of the job, the police could just arrange automatic recovery and removal of the vehicle, and it will go into storage, not back to your garage or home address. So that's why it's always important to give your customer some type of a confirmation to say that help is on its way. That way he's also got an ETA, he knows what the time is that I'll be there, give or take, if there was traffic on the way. But hey, we'll be arriving on time. We've got 6 miles left, 15 minutes. Thanks for watching, if you're still here. Come on, Grandad, it's not a 30 zone, it's a 60 zone. National speed limit, come on. Let's get you lot mounted on the back for the action. Sorted. Beautiful. You lot mounted on the back of the Nissan Navara. Currently 6 minutes away, 2 miles. 6 minutes away, 2 miles. Arrival time 1007. 1007. But it looks like we've got some temporary traffic lights and they are down. And it looks like it's probably a 4-way. No, it just says way control. Obviously it's rubbed out, possibly 4-way, but hey. Right, we're committed there. Stopping, we're going through. Urgent call out, urgent call out. And we are going right on the roundabout, some nature. See the casualty vehicle up here on the right? I can see it, and yeah, not in a pretty place. Then if you see me. I'll go round the roundabout and then get in is going to be best. Alright. So, just wanted to check out front bumper, that's all. No, it's up to you, mate. Your call on that one, your call. Yeah, not the best.
There's three that's come out and 2.
Right.
There's 2 and there's 2 still.
No worries. Just going to reverse back one more bit, mate. I'm hoping I've got just enough. What I'll have to do, it's going to end up lifting and probably sitting on the lower arm, more than likely. Let's try and give it a bit of a lift. Yeah, it'll sit on that lower arm and a bit of your brake caliper by the looks of it. Leave that, mate. Just let that do its thing for a sec. Has it got wheel nuts in or not? No, right. Let me mind that. I'm just going to kick that down. Just if it starts rolling, we'll just try and catch it. But I'd rather that be off. There we go. Right, sorted. I'll put that in the back of here. Right. Get this out of the way, and you can open up the road in 1 sec. Do you want to just make sure your handbrake's off, my mate? I'll reverse back and I'll strap it down here. You can open up the road then. Oh dear. No, it's alright, literally. I'm not one to hold up traffic if you don't have to. I get impatient like the rest of them. Is she going off, is she?
Might have started.
Put your foot on the brake.
Alright, yeah.
Foot on brake and then push that lever down. That's the one. Take your keys out. Beautiful, mate. If you want to come and jump in the front, well, just stand on the side for now. I'm just going to reverse back, then you can open up that road. Sound. That'll be. You can open it up with that, my mate. Looks like you've had a lucky escape, to be fair, mate.
Well, I don't think it's done any damage.
Doesn't look like it's done anything major at a glance.
Yes, I think it just needs those holes tapped and that.
Ah, possibly so. Is
These
it?
will probably need
Ah, yeah.
they'll need new tapping. They'll put the wheel on top and start out.
Well, it's always a bonus, isn't it? Just going to strap this wheel down.
Yeah, I'm quite fortunate it's fell onto the actual tyre.
Oh, of course.
Because if it actually fell onto its lower arm,
Ah.
by itself, it would have damaged it.
Yeah, defo. Just going to lower that down just a fraction. I'm just going to put one strap over something of that and then we'll be out of the way. Yeah, this vehicle's the best bit of equipment for stuff like this, rather than dragging up a recovery truck and stuff.
Yeah, I heard a knocking noise.
Ah.
And I thought it was just like a bearing or something.
Aye.
No, I thought it would have just been drying oil or whatever, so I chucked some oil in it this morning.
Yeah. When actually it was the wheel coming off.
There's a fucking wheel coming off. And I thought, what?
Oh dear.
I've never fucking known that.
It does happen, to be fair, but...
I think I've come off lucky, really.
Oh, of course you have, Christ.
Let's put that around here.
Yeah, you can have it just a little bit, that'll do it, that. Sound. Mind you,
Hoping,
if you just let go your fingers on there, sound, I'm going to trap them in.
I'm literally hoping it can just whack that back on, to be honest.
Yeah, they'll check it properly at a good garage anyway, so...
Yeah, so basically the garage is only probably about a mile away.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Right, I've got to grab a quick couple of pictures and we will disappear out of here. Don't want to drop my phone down that pothole either. Oh, that grid. I've done that before. that bit don't need down, there's one top. Sound, yeah. There we go. Thank you, cheers mate. Oh dear. Ah, not the best. Do you know, is it down this way to the garage? Right there, yeah, so that'll do. Oh yeah. If I say so myself, that is sick parking. I call that parking, even if I say so myself. Oh yeah, beautiful.
That ain't bad.
It's all right for a first time, isn't it?
I'll give you that one.
Have you got an axle stand for the other side or not?
I haven't, mate.
No, that's all right. No worries. Not the end of the world.
I have, but I ain't going back up there to fix it. They're fucking handy little things, isn't they?
Oh bloody hell! It's the hardest part of the job, putting them lights on normally, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, it's like we're in the Amazon desert here. Oh dear.
Where's this based at then?
Oh, it's there, Stafford we are, Stafford, but our specialist service go all over the show. Oh. I know, right? In good time, weren't we, mate? Good time. Just shy of the hour. It's mainly for specialist jobs, obviously, what we use this for. Anyway, it makes life so much easier. Oh, 18-ton accident unit. Got 2 mobile tyre vans. Got a
There's 3 bolts I don't know where the fuck they are. One of them's the bottom. 2 are still in there. And we're off.
If you want to just whip your handbrake on now as well, it aren't going to roll anyway off the axle stand, but just want to pop it on anyway. Hope you all enjoyed it, Matt. Oh, it's all systems go. So just on that RTC, well, it's not an RTC, what do you call it? Mechanical breakdown, looks like an RTC wheel came off, I don't know. Anyway, that job got sorted, so absolutely happy days. Now, you've seen obviously a couple of my vehicles up for sale, mainly because I haven't really got the manpower behind it on the recovery side to cater for keeping both vehicles. I can get away with using one, to be fair, for part-time staff, that's fine, but I don't need both anymore, so that's why one of them is going to get sold. So you do know I've been looking for a winching vehicle for quite a while now, really, because I do get quite a bit of off-road recovery, especially coming up to winter, which you will see very soon. And I feel like I wanted something that could do a little bit of on-road recovery, a little bit of off-road, either a spec lift or repo spec, maybe a crane and a couple of winches on the rear. So I found a vehicle on Facebook a bit ago. It's at Crouch Military Sales. Some of you will have probably heard of that. Let me just turn this camera on very quickly. Excuse me, you can't park there. Is that seriously been left there? Like, really? Legit. Oh, back window's smashed up and all, so maybe it's going to be rear-ended, I don't know. But hey, if you want me, call me, GDB. So yeah, moving forwards, I've been looking for an off-road vehicle for quite a bit of time, and as you know, on the last week's video, obviously I had the heavy recovery, which I do get a few of those. Periodically, it changes, could get 2, 3, pushing 4 a month, some months, but not all. Sometimes it can be a little bit quieter where I don't get inquiry for the whole month. So, but I've always felt like it'd be good to have a good little powerful winching tool if I could find one at the right price and the capabilities were there also. So I found this vehicle at Crouch Military Sales. It is an old Bedford MJ. Some of you followers will know that vehicle a lot better than me, because I was a 90s kid. I'm born in 1992, so I know some of you more wiser folk, I'll use it as more wiser folk, will know a lot more about those vehicles from back in the day. I'm not buying it today, but I dropped off in Swaddling Coat, spoke to Richard, gave me the postcode. It's 30 miles away from where I was, an hour's travel time, so I'd be silly not to go down and at least have a look and see if it would meet my business requirements. So yeah, as soon as obviously I was on my way here, I did have a call come in for a Ford Transit Jumbo. Gave him a price, and yeah, he just took it straight away. So I was like, oh, do I have to turn around now and go all the way back to Stafford when I'm already committed into this journey with only 40 minutes left? But no, luckily I've got a subcontractor that I use, so I've now subbed out the job and I've still made a little bit of meat. So yeah, I can still feed the wife and kids later on tonight. So try and work smarter, not harder. Time at the minute is worth going down there to look at this potential vehicle for future recoveries, as well as still keeping that customer happy and getting him recovered back to where he wants to go. Just about to join on the M1 now on the southbound. I haven't got that far to go. I've never been to Crouch, never really dealt with Crouch, to be fair. We are quite a bit apart. I don't obviously get jobs down in Leicester, to be quite honest, but I do get jobs up Newark periodically every now and then. So as I've said, this Bedford that I'm going out to, there's no MOT, it has expired, but he said he could re-MOT it at cost. So it looks very interesting. It's got something called a belly winch, so I'm assuming it's just a big winch that's underneath the vehicle. You can either have it facing forwards or backwards, so that'd be quite interesting to see. Does have some winches on the back. Don't think they're rated to a great deal, but it's primarily the belly winch that is rated to, I think he said, 2 or 4 ton. But obviously if you snatch block, you can straight away double that up to say 4 or 8 ton anyway. You double up again and again with your snatch blocks. So I'm definitely intrigued to see it. I'd prefer to have a bit more pulling power if possible. Like I say, for when I had that 18 ton HGV the other day, it would be ideal to make sure it has got the strength and the guts to pull something out of that, of maybe like soft mud, soft gravel, if something does get stuck. So hopefully it ticks the boxes, but if it doesn't, it's only an hour of my time and a bit of travel back home. Not the end of the world. I'll try and record a little bit of it when I'm there. Obviously I'll publish my video so I can get some of your feedback as well. Some of you might say, Greg, go for it, it's absolutely mint, it'll do everything you want it to do for your workload. Or you might say, Greg, no, it's absolutely beep, don't buy it because of X, Y and Z. that's all I can say for now. If you like what you see so far, please make sure to like and subscribe, and maybe drop a little kind comment below. Thanks for watching on the YouTube channel GDB Rescue and Recovery. It looks like we have an incident up ahead. Whether it's something I can help with, if there is no emergency services on scene, I am not sure, but there are some lorries moving over at the minute. Not quite sure what's going on at the minute, but we will slow down. No, just doing a bit of overtaking there. To say, I've done a couple of miles and there is still no sign of an incident on the carriageway, so just Highways England doing what they do best, causing an alarming disruption for no reason. I have to pull over on this journey for phone calls. Yes, I have earpieces, but I have to book a job on, So that job now is another one which is being subbed out, which is in Tamworth for a mobile tyre job for a 225 50 18. Just turn myself back round out of this lay-by, which is on the opposite side of the carriageway, and back on our way to Crouch Military Sales. If you like what you see, make sure to like and subscribe. Market Harborough now on the Harborough Road on the A4 304. Currently ETA of 10 minutes, 2.6 miles till we are on scene. And I'm sure there's going to be lots of goodies in their unit or shed, whatever you want to call it. I'm sure there's going to be lots and lots of goodies. So I'm probably going to be like a kid in a toy shop. Made it. We've made it. And she's right down there at the bottom. It's going to be exciting times. There he is. Oh yeah. Wow. Oh, what a day. Just got back and then another job lands in, and I'll be doing this one myself today. So 2 jobs subbed out, 1 recovery I'd done this morning. I viewed that little cheeky Bedford, and now I'm on my way to Stafford Services on the northbound for 1 tyre on a Ford Fiesta. As soon as I get back, I will edit this video and try and get it up tonight. I know a lot of you are screaming for these videos continuously, but I can only go as quick as I can whilst trying to do my job. So hopefully it'll be tonight, fingers crossed. Thanks for watching. Just going to do a little breakdown on the Bedford MJ. So as you can see in the pictures, it looks an absolute phenomenal vehicle. Winching capability is great. It does have a single winch for the front and a single winch for the rear. Obviously it does have the jib stroke crane as well. However, the vehicle obviously is back to the basics, it's back to the old school. I do prefer the Holmes 750 winching gear, which is like on the other vehicle in this photo that I'm just going to show now. So I think at the minute, because it's only kind of a single winch on the back, primarily in the one for the front, I want a vehicle that's got 2 winches. So what my method of madness was is possibly taking off that crane unit, all that old gear, all the cogs and the pulleys and whatnot, get rid of that, and then maybe, price dependent of course, is put a Home 750 winching gear on, and then that way I've got a very capable truck of what I want, and it's got the spec lift. Although he did quote it didn't quite lift up one of their Iveco dailies, but it did happily lift up, I think, one of their Land Rover Discoveries or something or other. So the money of it, you know, is like 10 grand plus VAT. Still needs a mark, obviously a bit of delivery, maintenance of and project work of taking off the old kit, putting on the new, or the Home 750, putting that on, and obviously getting it all mounted and geared. I've got a good feeling it could run into 20 grand plus. And as you know, you do occasionally fall on a little four-wheeler with twin winches on the internet for 20 to 30 grand. And obviously you've got a different style of truck that isn't restricted to say 30, 40, 50 mile an hour, whatever. So I'm in 2 frames of mind. I have sent these details to a fabricator locally to me to see if it is something that they would entertain. I like it, very clean, very presentable, it looks the absolute business. but I have also got to think logically and wisely. If I'm going somewhere far like Buxton, where I often get jobs of people pulling up hills and needing winch outs, it's a long way at 40 odd miles an hour. So that's kind of where I'm at, guys. I like it, but I'm going to do the pen and paper project when I get home. Hopefully some of you out there might know a little bit more about the Bedford MJs and might be able to share a little story or two about them. I welcome your comments below and I will read them and I will try and reply as well. So yeah, but again, on the other hand, if any of you are recovery operators, you might have a four-wheeler heavy or like a Unimog, something that must have either an underlift or a spec lift and at least twin winches at the rear. I aren't too fussed about a front winch, but definitely must have 2 winches on the rear. Budget 10, 20, 30 grand at most. Don't want to spend $1 million because I only get these jobs periodically in and out. It is not my main line of work. However, as you know, once you've got that vehicle, people sometimes know that your capabilities are that little bit more. That's about it for now. If you do like what you see, like and subscribe. I am just pulling onto Stafford services now and just need to spot my customer for this Ford Fiesta tyre. Probably won't record it because it gets a little bit boring with the tyre jobs unless it's at the roadside or in a dangerous place. But yeah, appreciate you all for watching. I'll hopefully edit this video very, very soon. Thank you. Oh, there's a red Fiesta on the left. Hello. Right, that's me chappy over there. He's laughing at. So this is chappy. I'm 14 UOC. Oh yeah, alright.
Well, I'm not better days.
Oh, proper job, eh? I'm just going to turn myself around. Yeah, job complete at Stafford Services. Ended up being a faulty valve. The tyres were all absolutely good as gold. So I thought, what went on here? Checked his valve out, and yeah, the valve was split on the inside. So the seal was no longer sealed. Time is currently 4:10. Should be home just before rush hour. Hopefully I can get a quick couple of edits on this clip and try and get it live for you lot tonight. Right, put my seatbelt on. Ah, seatbelt exempt. Right, are you ready, Bab? Yeah. Your seatbelt on. So we are just going out in the DAF accident unit. I was just editing the video for tonight's episode, but we got a job on for a Ford Transit pickup, which is in a little town called Stone, just outside of Stafford, and it's being recovered locally within about a 5-mile radius, give or take. So just on our way out there now. Should be on scene pretty damn quick, to be fair, probably about a 30-minute response time. And yeah, that's it really. Hopefully you will all enjoy the show. Thanks for watching. Right, arriving on scene at the Esso petrol station. Gonna have to probably park outside of it first, I imagine. Nobody behind me. There is the transit. Oh Christ, yeah. That's going to be fun. Just wind your... Actually, that's what I can do it on here as well. That'll do, face it this way. I'm going to have to probably do it off on this road, I think. Yeah, I'll see if them lads will give a bit of a push. Oh yeah! Alright!
Yeah, he says you're going to leave me that truck.
And I take that one, yeah, that sound. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to park off on this bit of pavement. It's quite a low bit of a drop, so I'll park on there and then just have to pull my winch line, hopefully give it a pull back. Yeah. Is the engine completely dead, is it?
It won't run.
Aye. Yeah. Right, no worries mate, I'll just park on here. Aye. Now, I do not normally park half on the curb, half on the road, but this curb is extremely minimal. So I'll let the bed just touch it. Being a transit, we will be able to get the clearance anyway, so no problem in regards to scraping of bumpers. Right, work lights on, strobes on, PTO on. Yeah, I'll just grab that a sec, I'll shout you in a jiffy. You just stand where that sign is, it'll be alright. Right, so I've recorded the job to go on and off. We've put little bits of content on our YouTube channel as well. A few little bits anyway. Right, I'm going to put these cones across first, and this is going to be cut off now.
I could put the range in there if you want, beat it up.
Oh, if you've got it pretty close, yeah, that'd be alright if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Are you? Yeah. I don't want to be half over that whole road for sure.
Yeah.
Anywhere in here. Beautiful, that is beautiful. Right. What we'll do, we'll just see if we can get any pushback on our own just whilst we've got this safe space. If it goes, that'll be perfect. The closer we get to the bed, the better it will be. If it doesn't come, I'll pull the switch out. You ready? Yeah, perfect. I'll pop the winch on it now. Stand back in this wheel.
Don't be set to steering.
Yes, you don't mind, yeah, it'd be lovely. Right, handbrake off. It's stop line now. Perfect, just say that, mate. Perfect, that's perfect. Oh, I know. And just step with the brake pedal, just don't jumper it. Then it will straighten up a little bit. That's it, just step with that brake pedal. Straight down a little bit. Oh no, God. Yeah, a lot of people get put off sometimes, but it's not a Ford Fiesta going on a little truck.
Honestly, you don't have no concept. We've got our own truck. I've got our own flat then. I don't take it off. But the truth is, you've got some of this
Yeah, there's not that many people around Stafford who've got the commercial recovery stuff, to be honest. If you came to the size of the flat.
That's a good end to a Friday then.
Oh, don't tell me about it. It's been a bad day all day.
I'm guessing stone wall's probably more than brick, is it, I would have guessed?
Yeah, because it's a bit more later in that side. But you've got to have somebody who likes doing it, for a start.
Somebody like going to work as well.
Yeah. And we've got a couple of lads who really like doing it, and they've got the eye for it.
Perfect. Yeah, it's a shame. I like to try and use people to use the business. I try and use that part, you know.
No, that's how we work.
Ah.
Well, it's like what we did. Well, over the years we've done tarmac and everything.
Yeah, I've been here quite a few times to be honest. I normally put them in each space normally. Well, with this on the side of it, I can't. So I get like the loads and I've done it with brand, it's a lot more even on that bit. So the light is a bit heavy. Right, handbrake off. If you don't keep the brakes off, I'm going to let it roll a little bit. I might get it to keep the brakes off. Okay.
You've got to push from this end,
Yeah,
because it's going pushy on your own, you are.
I did have a big fix.
Scrappy lad, but... Oh, thank you.
You're regretting that now.
Just rocked a few times, let it rock. So if it comes back, let it just come back. Okay. I think that's as good as you'll get tonight. Yeah, I'll just pop in here. You just want to recheck it for me. Oh well. We'll make it look easy tomorrow with 4 off on it. Oh, bless you. Yeah.
Because you can adjust these.
Right.
Well, I've got to, I'll tell you what, I'll be honest with you, I've got to complain at the service.
Oh, bless you.
Driver's not very good, but the service is.
Hey, well, hey, now. There's 2 leaflets there.
Yeah.
Then just 2 little key fobs that you can put on your key ring and such. So you've always got a number you can call. We do mobile tyre fitting as well. So should you ever get a blowout or need a spare fitted, just give the ring. But we're the only firm around here that are proper 24-hour. So if it's 1 AM, 5 AM, don't hesitate in calling.
Okay, mate.
Wicked.
Thank you very much.
No worries, thank you, mate. It was the Ford Transit picked up, loaded and unloaded. Some of you may have decided to shut the whole road and put the recovery truck sideways, but I don't agree with that. I'd rather just fight it a little bit on the curb and road and get it loaded, causing at least as minimal disruption as possible. That's about it. Smooth operation. Luckily the chap helped me, which is absolutely great, because those things do weigh an absolute ton. especially with whatever was in the back of it. Not overweight, it's fine. We're just saying they're quite heavy to push. That's about it. So when I get back, hopefully I've got a bit of energy. I will try and edit it and get it up tonight for you. If you do like what you see, like and subscribe. GDB over and out. COVID. You wait there.